Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Factory. Factory? I don't know. It's a game, one of my buddies, Vladimir Ledoux, I almost called him Vlad the Impaler. Vlad was recommending this, saying it was kind of similar to Shapes.io, which I've actually never played. But I'm a huge fan of automation games, and so I wanted to give this one a shot. Place your iFactory. Connect your factory to the blue bin by clicking on the red node, then the blue node. Okay, so I can just place it anywhere. Red node, blue node. And start. Yep. Okay, cool. And we can speed this up. So it looks like I'm supposed to spell out words. Oh! And they're even going with a opus magnum thing based on how many cycles it took, or how many cycles it takes. Okay, so if I replay this one, and if I put it, like, right here, or even right here, that's, like, the most optimum possible. I knew best. Is that, like, peak? I'm not entirely sure how to read all of these, but that's okay. But yeah, it's like opus magnum, but you're spelling out words with factories. Oh. Whoops. There we go. Next level. Alright. From the humble letter I, we can build the entire alphabet. Let's use a bender to make the letter C from the letter I. Please both factories connect to their nodes. Okay. So, factory, bender. So, this will bend the letter I into a C. Okay. It's merging time. The mergers let you join letters together to form new letters. Experiment to form combinations. Okay, so let's do two I's and a merger. I have no idea what we're going to get here. Oh. V's. I mean, that makes sense. Maybe we can save space by using one iFactory. You can delete objects by right-clicking them. Okay, so we can. And it looks like there's no limited output either. How about some rotation? Rotators rotate letters. Goes both ways. Shift and click on a rotator to change it to clockwise. And chain operations together to create more complicated letters, and maybe one day even entire words. Oh boy. I guess it doesn't really matter with this, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, so this is how we make an L. Presumably. Yep. L. This is weird. I like it, but it's weird. I really should play Shapes.io at some point. Who's that in the mirror staring back at me? Reflectors mirror letters horizontally. Okay, so we want the bender. This. Okay. Oh. You here, but also you here. To here. To this. Alright, this should work. This is such an inventive concept. Okay, word of the day, A. Alright, so it looks like we're done with the tutorial. Merger 4-way, 3-way, 2-way. Oh no, I think we just need a 2-way. Let's see. So we're gonna want an I. We are going to want to... Wait. Was it just this? To make the V into a rotator, into another rotator. I think. Okay, and then one more I into a rotator. Into that, into that. This should make the A. Yep, we're making A's. This is so weird and so inventive. Okay. So let's start with this. I'm not even gonna think about... I'm not even gonna think about a number of these things. From like a optimization standpoint. That can be for later when we're doing really complicated stuff-ish. Okay. I did that. That here, but also here. Oh no, we want a reflector. Not a rotator. Okay, so that gets us the O. How the hell do we make an X? I'm just gonna try a merger two-way. X, but a reflector? No, stop. That makes V's. Maybe it's a rotator. No, that gets me the L. Unless we have two rotators. It could be two rotators to get this one. It gets a little murky at this stage. Well, I found the equal sign. How would I make an X? Because that's going to get me an L. How do we make an X? Oh. Okay. So we make a V. And then we merge the one V with a rotated V into the X. I bet that's it. Okay, it doesn't like that one. So I think we might need a second rotator. Okay, can I... There we go. That's how I do it. There we go. There we go. We've got X's. Not the most time efficient, but we're making it. We've made Oxes. Alright, O and T. Or not O and T, IT. I guess let's just try and figure out how to make a T. Maybe it just matters... Because previously this made an L. Oh. And it still does. Okay. Make another two-way merger. I really dig these hyper-compressed designs. Okay. It's not very readable, though. Nope, that made a U. Really? That makes a U? Oh yeah, it would make a U. Okay, so I figured out how to make a U, but that's not what I want. We want a rotator. And a reflector. I'll space them out by a bit. Okay, I guess I gotta space them out a bit more. Okay. So if I do this, that should do it. No. I need a second rotator. Oops. Okay, rotator, rotator, and the reflector. So we go in here, then we go in there. But also there. There we go. There. Okay, so now we're making T's. We're just not making IT. There we go. Oh, it's the clown, isn't it? Yep. It's the clown. Cat. Oh. No. Huh. Apparently, I placed too many buildings. I'm not entirely sure how I could have placed less. Well, I know how to make every single one of these. Okay, so we need a bender. That much is easy. And we need a two-way merger. We can move that over there. Okay. Yeah, I wish there was a way that I could... Oh. I wonder if that's it. Maybe that switches... Yeah. Instead of the double rotator, I could have done this reflection thing. I didn't even think that would be a mechanic, but clearly I was wrong. Okay, so we've got that there. We've got this going to that. That's going there, that's going there. Okay, so that should be A. And then... this is the rotator to get us sideways. So actually, I could have this go here. This makes the L. And we get another vertical splitter. Maybe it did tell me and I just didn't even notice. Okay, so we go into that. Merger two-way. I think that should work. It's not the most optimum thing. But it is a cat. It's so cute. I like this. It's very chill, the graphics work. There's almost no, like, real fuss. And yeah, half the puzzle is just figuring out how to turn the letter I into anything else. Oh gosh. How do I make a G? Would that be a C plus an L? I guess it's time to find out. Okay, so let's do a bender there. plus a rotator, plus a two-way combinator. Let's see. Yep. Move this down. So I probably want to rotate it. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to rotate this twice. And then a merger two-way. This might not work, but I'm assuming this is how we get G. Yep. Okay, so we figured out how to make G. We're also making C's here, which is super convenient because we can have this go out to the reflector. Two-way combiner. That should make D's. And then a two-way combiner. Make O's. Let's see. We're making G's, we're making O's, and we're making D's. We're making dogs. We're not making dogs particularly quickly, but I don't really care too much about speed. Not yet. Eventually, yes. But for these levels, eh. Some people place it, like, way less. Gosh, I'd love to see how people manage this with 6. You've got to be able to do... It probably takes, like, 1,000 times longer. Oh, gosh. Okay, actually, no, this is not a problem. I looked at this and I was worried, but the answer is no, it's actually very easy. Okay, so bender, splitter, here, here, and those are O's. Next up, two-way merger. There's our V's. Alright. And that should give us our X's. Let's see, so this is V. This splits. So we want a rotator into a two-way combiner here, and then also here, and that should give us our A's. Let's see. And another two-way combiner here. So that'll get us the sideways I's. That'll get us the L. Okay. Split that. And then this goes here, but also into the merger. 2, and that should give us the T's. And this should be the L's. Okay. I think we're good. Alright. So the big issue is this L factor is overburdened. But we are making axolotls. It's not the fastest factory, but it is middle of the road. You know, I could optimize it heavily, largely by just... It's this. if I could get this to be outputting that much more. I think the biggest issue is just getting it sufficient sideways. Yeah, so I'm right there with minimum buildings built. Not so much with letters overflowed or cycles. You know, I could have optimized that, but I usually go for smallest minimum space. Also, I really can optimize cycles by just making this whole thing smaller. And that might have actually not been a bad idea. Oh, this might be really easy. Okay, bender, reflector, merger. Okay, so that should give us the O. Oh. This did not connect. Okay, there we go. Let's see, merger two-way. That should get us the V. That should give us the W? And this should give us the L. I think. Yep, owls. Yeah, we're overflowing just a smidge, but not bad. Huh, really? Somebody used less buildings. How, though? I don't know. Dear. Oh gosh, an R. Okay. That's gonna, oh gosh, this is going to be a thing. Unfortunately, you know what this is reminding me of? This is reminding me of like Human Resource Machine. With the like, you know, it starts simple, deceptively simple, and then after a certain point you're just like, oh gosh, how do I do this? I think so much of it just has to do with, once you figure out the recipe to make anything, it's not so bad. But it's just like, yeah, how do I make an E, and how do I make an R? Well, I have an idea for the E. I'm gonna just try it. If this works, I will be a happy camper. Okay, so it is a recipe for E. It's not a very quick one. But I'll take what I can get. The real question is R. And I have an idea, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be the most effective. Okay. So this should be our D. Now here's the thing. I'm going to try a merger two-way. And then we want a vertical reflector. I can't. This shouldn't work. It might. But it shouldn't. Okay, merger two-way. D's there. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I never hooked this up. Swear I did, but sometimes I didn't. Yep, alright. Yeah, so a V on the bottom of an R. Or V on the bottom of a D makes an R. So... I wonder... Yeah, so a number of people placed less buildings somehow. I did okay. My cycles aren't the greatest. I don't know. I would love to know the answers, and if any of you guys decide to pick this game up yourselves, feel free to, like, just tell me how you did it, because I'm really curious. Okay. So... Oh, that's interesting. Oh, here's a weird idea. Okay. So we're gonna try and make an F by doing that. Please tell me this works. Yep, okay. But here's the thing. I'm not going to do F into E. Yep. Okay. Then just a basic bender. Or C. A two-way combinator for this. Vertical reflector. And another merger two-way. So we're going to bottleneck hard on our horizontal lines. Again. Because, yeah, we're going to end up with a ton of C's. Boy, are we overloading on C's. I wish you could almost tell it to prioritize certain ones over the others, but you know what? Is what it is. I don't fully know. Yeah, so I always try and just go for the optimum, you know, minimum number of buildings placed. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Doesn't matter how many letters I overflow. I just want that bare minimum going. Anyway, I gotta stop. Mainly because my brain's starting to hurt, and I'm very tired. Let's see. Oh, we only have a couple more left. But, like, it's gonna start getting longer and longer. I guess a lot of these are quite doable. You know, bear is just two D's stacked on top of each other. We know how to make goat. And yeah, actually, looking at this, I pretty much know how to make every single one of these. Some might take longer than others. I might even know how to make phone. I could be wrong. A word of the day, singing, type a word. So I can type a word, just anything, and make it work. That's really cool. And so I can see all of my different recipes for these. So I've discovered 15 out of 82 recipes. I guess it makes sense. I've barely even touched half the alphabet here. But I gotta say, this is really cool. Like, just purely from the perspective of it is a puzzle game that can be as complicated as you want it to be. I mean, within its own limits. You know, obviously it doesn't let you do anything that isn't, you know, in the English language. It'd be cool if you could. Amogus, of course. But, you know, the idea of taking just the basic letter I and then warping it repeatedly into every other letter of the alphabet, you know, using multiple different things, and then spelling out words with that. It's such a weird idea, but it's so effective. You know, this is a game that set out to do a very simple thing in the most convoluted and interesting way possible, and I love it. It's rare that I come across a game that is just, like, perfect from conception through design to even gameplay. And this is it. I can't imagine them adding anything else to this. You know, maybe they have a word of the day. Oh, they've got a scrapbook for the letter art that they have. Oh, that's cute. And then words that I've... words that I've built. It's such a neat idea. It's such a neat thing. And yeah, literally can't think of a single improvement here. Doesn't need more art, doesn't need more design, doesn't need more levels, and like I could straight up, how long of a word could I write out? Okay, so it looks like it didn't like that. Hello? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Well, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, so it caps out at what? 5, 10, 12? Looks like 12 is the maximum length. I guess it makes sense. It'd be kind of interesting if okay, there's the mode. That's the one thing that I think would be really cool if they were to add it. Would be a zoom out mode. So if this grid became infinite and you had potentially an entire like sentence, not just a word, but it's like, hello, my name is Wanderbot. You'd have to have separate little factories for hello, my name is Wanderbot. And you could have various limitations like one letter I. Or so on and so forth. Like, there are some things that could go even further with this concept, but frankly, for what it is, for a $6 game on itch.io, this is incredibly well made and really cool. And, oh, it was a Game Jam winner, too. Well, ain't that neat? I don't know. It's lovely, it's pleasant, and if you guys are big fans of shapes.io, or just automation games in general, or programming puzzles, this is probably going to be the kind of game that you'd very much enjoy. And it's currently on sale for $5.10, or just full 6 on a full $6 on itch. I have no idea if it's coming to Steam at some point. It might be too simple for that, but I kind of hope they bring it there anyway, just for the extra, I don't know, not name brand recognition, but, you know, spreading the word further. I don't know, notoriety. No, that sounds... Notoriety is what you get when you're doing bad things. This is a good thing. Fame, I guess. Anyway, it's super cute, it's super pleasant, and it's super simple, and it works really well. So, with all that said, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new indie games, hit subscribe, because I've got tons to check out every single day. But with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.